Lynette with Grammy Crochet. How are you today? I want to thank you for joining me. My channel is all about yarn and crochet, and my husband and I travel, and so some videos are travel videos. For the next few days, these are going to be local yarn store tour videos. If you watched my video yesterday, I talked about the fact that the Yarn Discovery Tour in Northern Ohio started on the 2nd of September. And I was able to get to some yarn stores yesterday on Sunday. I had 4 hours to hit 5 stores. Well, as it turns out, one of the stores, there was an issue. One of the store owners had to close their store unexpectedly, and the store is completely gone. And so it's not on, if you go to the website for just Google Yarn Discovery Tour, and it'll come up. And there's a map, and it tells you, all the places, and there's a trip planner. Well, when I went to the trip planner, it came up, this one store, but it's not there now. So it was on my map, because you can print a little cord, like 4 quarters. They had 4 different little maps showing like different sections, and you could do, this tour was supposed to be, you could hit all of the places in 2 hours, but if you talked to anybody or you did any shopping, it was going to take longer than that. But they said this route, I think they tried to divide up an 8-hour trip into 4 2-hour trips. I left a little after 1, and I went to 4 stores, but one had closed. I didn't make it to the 5th store. So where I did go, the first store, I'm going to do video for each store. So the first store I went to was called Bare Naked Wools. Anne is the owner, and her dog's name is Cardigan. How cute is that? She has the cutest little store, and her store is named very properly, because all of the yarn in her store is bare yarn, never dyed, and it's beautiful. It's wool, mostly. I think I about wiped out her cotton stash, and she doesn't talk about that. So I will introduce her in her store, and she's going to talk about all of her yarns for you, which I think is awesome. And I don't remember if we did a discussion about the Discovery Tour while I was there with her. If I filmed that, I don't think I did. So I will add, I'm going to put in, I showed the outside of her store, like her little sign, and then her and her store, and then I'll come back and tell you what I picked up there. So stay tuned, watch the tour of the store, because it's really a nice place, and she's very informative, and I just loved her to death. And then come back and see what I bought. So I have arrived at Bare Naked Wools. I'm going to turn this around. This is my first stop. It's in a really cute little neighborhood, and I passed it up because it's just a one in several areas, thing in several. So I missed it to start with, but let's go in and get started. One more time. Okay. So this is Ann Hansen, and she owns Bare Naked Wools, and this is her store, and she was just giving me some information, so I thought, let's share, because look at this. So first off, if you knit and you're doing the passport, this is her free pattern for the passport, and isn't that gorgeous? But that's knit, so for you knitters, I'm showing it. For you crocheters, look at this one. because I totally want to do that. Isn't that gorgeous? So we were at, she was telling me about the yarn used here.
So first of all, we sell both yarn and patterns. I'm a knitwear designer, and all of the designs that you see hanging around the shop, plus many, many more, are designed by me.
Wow.
And many of them are using our yarns. Although you could use any yarns with my patterns, and you could use any pattern with my yarns.
Makes sense.
So we specialize at Bare Naked Wools in producing custom spun, bespoke yarns that are all natural fibers, just as they come from the animals. We don't use any dyes or chemicals on the fiber. And as you can see, the palette of natural shades is just endless. We do also carry a few dyed selections from partner vendors that we enjoy working with. Those are specialty come and go special edition type yarns. But we have for ourselves all different single breed yarns and blends and yarns from off the beaten path that you really won't find anywhere else.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, things from Great Britain, from Australia, from sheep that are raised all over the world, and that they come to us through our Barn Box subscription, which we offer. It's a bi-monthly subscription that allows you to explore yarn and fiber from far-flung places through a group effort.
Oh, that's so fun.
Right. So you know, that's one of the programs that we run. And then we have our mainstay lines of natural undyed yarns. I mean, look at these, you know, like in the Bed and Breakfast, everything from these warm, toasty.
Is that wool?
It's alpaca and merino, yes.
Okay.
It's de-haired alpaca, and it's just lovely. Everything
it's
from
beautiful.
These warm, toasty colors to these chilly gray colors, just all from alpaca and wool.
Just
really
beautiful.
amazing. Yeah.
This yarn over here has like a texture to it.
Yeah,
some
I'm
nubbies.
actually wearing a sweater knit with this yarn. This is called Stone Soup. It comes in DK and fingering and worsted weight. And it's 4 heritage wools plus some alpaca and then a smattering of luxury fiber, including silk, yak, llama, down. And all blended together into this scrumptious.
It looks very soft.
It's like whole grain bread. Yeah, it's bouncy and soft and super durable, and I just love it. I've knit tons of garments with that.
It's beautiful.
And then we have our Targi blend here and our Finn Dandy, which is a single breed Finn fiber from Finn sheep, raised in the United States. And all of our yarns. All of our mainstay yarns are spun in the United States from small family-sized mills. And most of the fiber that they spin with is sourced within a couple 100-mile radius of each mill.
So these are all wool yarns here too?
Yes. This is a Romney Merino blend. Then we have some merino over there. We have Corriedale yarn there. We have Milkshake. That's an alpaca and East Frisian milk sheep yarn. We call it Milkshake.
The colors are just fabulous.
Right. And then like this
is
sweater
gorgeous.
is knit with one of those yarns that you just showed, the Aran weight of our Kent blend. And then we have a whole bunch of luxury fiber. We have, for summertime, we have several different summer-friendly yarns. We have a linen and silk blend, which is, where is it? Here it is. So that's linen and silk.
Oh,
so
that's
non-wool.
nice. Non-wool I can touch.
Yeah, yep.
I can play with that.
Yeah, we love that yarn.
Oh,
and
that's pretty.
Yeah, it's so cool against your skin and feels so nice in the summer. We have a hemp blend with it's hemp, silk, and it does have a little merino, but you could probably get away with touching that briefly.
Yeah.
And this is nice and dry and cool against your skin.
Yeah,
it makes
is.
beautiful tops and things for summer. Then we have this camel and silk blend that we just brought in the spring.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't it? It's so beautiful for shawls
and soft
and tops. Yep.
Oh, that is fabulous.
We have a Tencel Merino blend that's also very nice summer-friendly yarn. And then, you know, this is our cashmere and silk.
Ooh.
I know. So we have everything from plain wool to high luxury fiber content. This is a yak, merino yak and silk. That's also like super soft.
It is.
Yeah, really nice.
And someone could buy these and dye them as well if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, yes, you can
but
over dye.
Why would you? Because it's beautiful.
Yeah, there's, and you know, we like to give people the experience of knitting with a wool as close to the animal as possible because it really has so much more vibrancy and bounciness, and its natural springiness is intact because it hasn't been exposed to
chemicals.
That extra dye process or any other chemicals. And it's worth, you know, once in a while connecting with that.
Sure.
Like, look at this super black. This is Black Welsh Mountain worsted. This is Black Welsh fiber from Wales. And it's so dark. It's the natural color. I mean, it's amazing how dark that is. I just love that.
That is,
and so springy and bouncy.
The yarns here are just fabulous.
Yeah.
Just fabulous.
And then, you know, we have needles and tote bags and buttons. We have a whole selection of natural buttons in natural bone, wood, glass, and shell materials
to go
cool. with your
natural fibers. Yeah. This is a
little tote bag.
A little tote bag.
We
that's cute.
Stitch markers. We have all these dog breed stitch markers. There are 26 different breeds of dogs, and people have been just loving on those.
I can understand that.
We carry Chalbu needles and a variety of small things. We have wool wash from Unicorn, fiber wash. But mostly we focus on the yarn and the designs.
Yep, I can see that. It's beautiful here. Okay, I'm going to see what I can buy. Be back later. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Now, this is what I bought. First of all, let me give you, this is her card. She gave me this. Bare Naked Yarn, or Bare Naked Wool is the name of her store. And Knit Spot. It's by Knit Spot. Here is the QR code if you just want to screenshot that. She also sells kits, and she does not do a Christmas advent, but she does do something special at Christmas most of the time, which would interest me a great deal, except that it's going to be all wool. And so, but if you do kits, she does do kits, and it's called the Barn Box by Knit Spot. And this is the card for that, and this is you know, her social medias and everything that you can. I hope that this is not coming out backwards for you. That would really bum me out. So she gave me that. This is my passport that I bought at her store. And you get a number. So anytime I buy something online, they enter that number. Then they can tell that I was at the store. So, and they're listed in here in alphabetical order. So I went to Bare Naked Wool. And so there's a page for her. And she gets a stamp. She's really into her doggy, so she has a doggy stamp. And the store information is here, but she's stapled over. So again, more store information, the hours. And you can shop online. So very nice. She also gave me some coupons for things in the area, which I thought was great. So as part of the Discovery Tour, if you physically go, I guess, if you buy the pass, I don't know how it works if you're doing all the stores online, but you can't do the majority of the stores anyway online. You get a tote from the, I guess, first store that you go to, or this is the tote that they're giving you. So this is the tote, and it says, I love my local yarn store, or yarn shop. I love my local yarn shop. It has a pocket in the front, well, in the back. It's a canvas bag. It does have a pocket. If you can see, yep, there you can kind of see. Yeah, there you go. Has a pocket. It's very nice. I really like. It's a heavy duty bag. Then each store has to have. They have a pattern, a knit and crochet pattern that you get for free if you buy something. You get the pattern. You have to spend $10 before tax to get something marked in your book. And then that also entitles you to a free pattern. Now, I took the crochet pattern because, duh, you know me, I crochet. And this is the pattern. And I just think it's so cute. I mean, it's like the granny stitch. It's a shawl. And, you know, I'm not really big time into shawl. Oh, a cowl. So it just crochets up the back. And I just think it's really cute. She had it sitting on a mannequin kind of with the point off to the side. And I think I liked it. You also get a block. They have designed a blanket, and every store has to have its own knit and crocheted pattern that you can put together with the blanket. So I have that. And the knit and crochet are both on. You know, she gave me both, knit and crochet. So maybe I'll try to knit something. You know, just a little block. I could knit a block. Huh. So that's the first stuff. So then what did I buy at her store? Like I said, she had beautiful wool yarn. She had some silk yarn. And then she had this cotton yarn. And that's what I went for. Oh, let's see. Wait, oh, here's one more. Okay. So I'm going to make the pattern for this shawl. This cowl. I'm going to make this. This is the plan. And I'm going to use this yarn. This is, you can look at it, and I can read it off of another one. This is, so we're kind of doing the one for me, one for you thing. 100% certified organic cotton, vegan color grown. So the very cool thing, well, first of all, it says use 5mm hook or number 8 needle. It's 1.75 ounces, 50 grams approximately, 81 meters or 88 yards. Distributed by Echo Butterfly Organics. And this color is called Rich Cinnamon Chocolate. It is worsted weight. And there's a dye lot. And it says, the earliest records of spinning date back nearly 8 millennia to Peru, where I'm going to call him Pikachu, but that's not the name, meant brown cotton in ancient Inca. Today, native spun, it's Pacucho, Pakucho. Cotton is grown in natural cream, beige, brown, avocado, and mauve shades. Really? I didn't know it had other shades than this. No pesticides, herbicides, or other chemicals are used to grow or color these yarns. All harvesting and all color sorting is done by hand, just as it has been done for over 4,500 years. Hand wash warm, rinse cool, dry flat, gently tumble. 10 to 15% shrinkage would be expected. Organic colors intensify with washing. So now what she told me about this yarn is I bought 3 skeins of the chocolate cinnamon chocolate, rich cinnamon chocolate. So like here in the States, I have seen cotton grow and it's white, but these are natural colors of cotton in Peru. I guess only in Peru. I thought she said these were grown here, but no. So, and they come in mauve and what was that other color? Natural cream, beige, brown, avocado, and mauve. I would love to see the avocado and mauve. She had 3 colors, but the pattern calls for 2. So I bought this darker color and then I bought the lighter color, and this one's wound really tight, so it's hard to tell how soft it is. This one is wound way much looser, and you can feel the softness of this blanket of this yarn. This color is called, I'm just going to tell you to read it yourself right there. That is the color. Bicuna. Vicuna. So I'm going to say this might be the cream or a beige. This was the lightest color she had, and then there was a color in between these two. But I like the contrast between these two better. So we went with that. And this should be enough to make the cowl. So that's my plan for this. It'll be really nice and soft and breathe. So it might be a nice thing to have for... I really like the stitch. I mean, it's like a granny stitch, but it's very... I like how they put it together so that it looks like little crosses or little flowers or whatever. So I'm going to try to follow that and make that. So this was day 1 of my yarn tour in the first yarn store that I went to, and all the goodies that I got there. Now, this was because I joined the tour. It wasn't, I didn't purchase this separate. You got your passport and the bag for the $10 that you know, cost you to join. So she put this yarn in the project bag that I got. So that's going to go back in there along with the patterns because I needed a project bag for this project. When am I going to start it, you ask? I don't know. It doesn't look like it should be all that hard of a project, and it looks like it could be pretty quick to make. Maybe the next time. We've been going to the storage units more often because we're trying to get things ready for when we leave. Maybe I'll find a yarn winder easily accessible and wind those up and take them with me. Otherwise, I might hold off because they might go into the storage unit because I don't have a ball winder here. But I will be near Nancy and Lynanne and Joe for a while, and so maybe I could borrow one for a minute and wind up some yarn. But I don't want to store it to take it with me just because they're awkwardly shaped, and I don't have that much yarn that I would need to use it for to want to take it with me. So anyway, this is day 1 of the Yarn Discovery Tour for 2025 in Northern Ohio. And I'll see you, this is coming out on Monday, I'll see you on Tuesday with the second place that I went. And then we'll continue on from there. So thanks for joining, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, all those things, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.